Hello everybody, Chris and myself decided that we would like to give you an update on what's happening with the plumbing because they're almost finished with the downstairs level before they move on to upstairs. So standing with me is Chris Carr. For those of you who don't know him, Chris is our facilities director amongst other things, and he runs our building. So Chris, over to you. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the work that's been done up to date?
Yes, hi everybody, Chris Carr. Now I'd like to start off with our plumbing infrastructure. Here we are in the basement where it all happens, in the supply lines to the building that feeds Suzuki School. It also feeds Ahavath Early Learning Center and the Synagogue itself. As you see here at the top, we have all types of different valves, which are very special valves. And you're probably wondering, why, Chris, why are you saying they are special valves? We are now able to isolate different parts of the building without having to go outside to shut off from the main. As we used to have to shut off from the main, it always caused build-up back pressure, and also when we have the galvanized piping, it caused dirt and debris to get into toilets and sinks. All of our lines are now running brand new valves to the meat kitchen, dairy kitchen, and the synagogue. As we walk through the downstairs basement, you will see all the copper piping that is now being installed. All of the new piping is now running throughout Ultimate Lounge, Pearl and Youth Lounge. As it all branches off into our boiler room, mechanical room. Also here in the Ultimate Lounge, you will see that all our ceiling tile has been demoed out, which will all new cabling, all old existing cabling will also be mounted up neatly and tucked away, and everything will be sprayed and painted black. Also, new ductwork, HVAC ductwork, that was also supplying the Ultimate Lounge has been installed as well. Also downstairs, Ultimate Lounge restrooms.
So as Chris takes us to the bathrooms downstairs, if you remember last time we were down here, there was no drywalling and it was just piping. So Chris, you want to tell us a little bit about what's been done down here?
Here we're now standing in the men's restroom. We have had the drywall installed here. Our next step, once the drywall is all complete, we'll be working on tile. Probably be 8x8 tiles on the wall and flooring. Also, we all have where the urinals sit in the men's restroom, we have the drywall up here as well. All new copper piping to supply the urinals. On the other side here, we will have new granite tops, sink tops. Also, all the new supply lines and drain lines to the sinks.
Thank you, Chris.
Next, we will walk throughout the Ultimate Lounge. As you will see, could be 200 to 300 feet of copper piping that feeds the building.
Very excited now to be taking you down into our mechanical room, our boiler room, which most of you have never seen. And so here is the big reveal as we bring our copper piping from the outside down into our main mechanical room for distribution. So Chris, you want to talk us through a little bit about that, please?
Yes. As you look in here now, we are midways from the supply line that enters the building. This is nice craftsman work by mechanics as it goes throughout the building and the basement, or throughout Ultimate Lounge. And you will see that they had to core holes throughout center block walls to feed the pipe throughout the mechanical room. Here at one point where they had core holes through the center block wall to feed the pipe throughout the mechanical room.
Thank you, Chris.
As we walk in, the copper piping goes along that wall, but as we walk in here, we're standing right in front of the Synagogue Auditorium and Synagogue. This is the air handler that feeds Synagogue Auditorium, just to give the congregation a view of what you don't see. This is the Synagogue supply air handler. You also have different items on it. You got hot water, chill water going in. This is a VFD drive. This is what controls if we have storms or whatnot to bring the system back up without having to cause a power surge.
Thank you, Chris. Let's keep moving.
We're now entering the sanctuary air handler where they had to feed the copper piping into the mechanical room to get to the other parts of the building to feed the dairy kitchen, Suzuki School, and the Ahavath Early Learning Center. And above us, this is the new copper piping, supply line, water line. As it cuts through our air handler, through the filter room of the main sanctuary air handler. Here we're now in the large room of the mechanical room, where the copper piping continues to feed the synagogue, also as well Suzuki. I'll show you that point. At this point, we are now standing under the building, under the Element Chapel main hallway, the museum hall. We are at midpoint where now it tees off into Suzuki School, copper piping. It will tee off into Ahavath Early Learning Center and the dairy kitchen. So we all have new fresh water supply. Also at the T's, you'll see valves again. As I say, they are the most important. So if Suzuki ever had a major problem to go down, I could valve them off, and then the synagogue can continue to run, and vice versa. If synagogue have problems, Suzuki and the school, both schools can run without having to shut the entire building down. In the past, we always had to go to the Peachtree Battle main and shut the building down, which was a total nightmare. I just want to let everybody know this is a funding that is well spent, money well spent. And it's been long overdue. This is a wonderful project that's going on, and very pleased to be managing and working with McKinney's on this project. And I just would like to wish everybody as Shabbat approaches a happy Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chris. This really is a very vital project, and you can see your dollars are being well spent, and hopefully we'll be able to get an update of upstairs sometime soon as they move upstairs, and we'll be giving a sanctuary update very soon. Thank you so much.